I'm going to be talking about poverty and its impact on women's health in the United States and India. So, to start, what poverty is a state or condition in which a person or a community lacks the financial resources and essentials for a minimum standard of living. In this slide, I'm going to be talking about the history of poverty and how it started and how it progressed. In this slide, I'm going to be talking about the causes of poverty and how it becomes an issue, such as some of the causes I found already were poor education, climate change, inaccessibility to food, clean water, etc. Then I'm going to look at the mortality rates of poverty in women specifically. The next slide is the effects of poverty in women. So I'll be talking about both physically, emotional, and social, how that impacts women. Then I'm going to be talking about the barriers to healthcare. So how does poverty impact one's healthcare and their limit to it? The demographics of the United States. I'll look at the geography, political, the environmental, educational, economic, religious, societal factors. Then I'll include some statistics on health in the United States and the mortality rates. In this slide, I'll be looking at the demographics of India. In this slide, I'm going to research the cultural similarities among women in both countries that I chose, both the United States and India, and I'll look at the socio-cultural factors and how the impact on cultural beliefs and the social forces that contribute to the barriers. In this slide, I'll look at the cultural differences among women, comparing both the United States and India. Next, I'll be researching the United States ethical considerations and action. So how does the United States government or local global organizations, how do they address poverty and who does it? Also, their responsibility to promote and how they advocate, which is what is being done to help this issue. This slide I'll be talking about specifically India and their ethical considerations and action. Last, I'll do a conclusion and I'll discuss the severity of poverty on women's health. Specifically, I'll explain and go over the impact on women's health, and then I'll do what's being done and the future of this issue and what does it look like.